Hello. Hey guys, it's Monday. No, it's Sunday. Boy, I can never get my days right anymore.
Tomorrow's Monday.
Yeah. I mean, all this vacation stuff is...
Because you said we're going to weigh ourselves Sunday.
Yep. And we weighed ourselves this morning. So, and we're getting ready to do the Monday measures. But we figured we'd hop on here for the regular vlog and tell you what's going on. We got the air fryer going for Heather because she wanted to try it.
For some reason, they made me in charge, which is probably not a good idea.
So we'll see how that goes. So air fryer almost failed. They got kind of dark. I knew that the temperature should have been changed or something, but now we know. When I took them out, I wanted to get them out of there fast because I knew they were still kind of cooking in the basket. So I flipped them over, and these guys then told me don't flip it over because there's grease on the bottom. So when I poured it over, all the grease came out with the fries. Yes. So I gotta pick them out with tongs or something. So we got chicken going in there now for Heather. So you seen what happened to the potatoes. We got chicken strips going in there now. So we turned it down about 25 degrees cooler than what the temperature says for the oven, and then put it less 5 minutes, and we'll see what happens.
Yep.
Woohoo! It's Monday. I got 3 more cards, Christmas cards. I got on a late mailing list, so I expect some more cards. The one thing about getting out and about after 3 is it's already getting dark outside. We doing everything, Heather?
Watching everything.
We're running around town for the last hour, and it's dark.
Yes.
It's 4:30 in the afternoon, and it's completely dark. And I just got ready for the day, and I feel like I need to go to bed again.
Time to sleep.
Yeah, we're waiting in line. Yeah, to pay my mortgage because it's the beginning of the month. Bills, life. January, yeah. So, the beginning of the year.
Bills.
Heather wants to go Sweet Monster after this too. We've been to Walmart's. We tried to get the calming treats for the dogs because they're the only ones that sell that brand, and they don't have any. They're all gone. And actually, Walmart's looks kind of wiped out. There's not a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, and it's like after the holidays.
Yeah, they're probably waiting to get all their spring stuff in at the end of January. You know, like we're having summer in March.
Oh, yes. Also, speaking of Walmart, I ended up getting a thing that I've been trying to look for so long.
Oh, yeah. Heather got one of those, what are they called?
It's like a backrest.
Yeah, it's a backrest pillow. We had a couple, but they got ripped and torn, and they're old. It matches a llama that she's got on her bed. It's a green and fluffy. Oh, people are moving. Yay!
one tire closer from paying your mortgage.
I feel bad because I don't have the dogs. The lady recognizes the car, and she's like, "Oh, I give you cookies for the dogs," and the dogs know it. So, oh well, they can't go all the time. I've got them to stay and watch the house. They're guard dogs.
Well, I guess we'll see. Maybe she'll still give you cookies to get the dogs home.
You never know. All right, we'll go finish our stuff. Sweet Monster. So it's noon on Tuesday. I just got home for lunch. And we haven't done one of these blooming teas yet. So there were 3 of them in here. It kind of looks like a little acorn. Ugh. But we're gonna try that today. Now, I'm not sure about this pot. I know it's tempered glass, but I'm not gonna put the strainer in there because I want to see it bloom. And I'm gonna try that out. It says it makes 3 to 4 pots. Makes 3 to 4 pots. Wait a minute. Inside a teapot or a cup, pour steaming water, not quite to a boil. So, yeah, I just turned my pot off because it was just starting to boil. Boy, I'm ready for my hairdresser. I get all these little flyaway hairs all the time. If I put a bunch of products in my hair, it works, and I don't have all the little flyaway hairs. But then, having all the white hair in the front, it turns it all yellow. So I've got to catch 22. Yeah, my bangs are getting really long. We've got hair appointments for Monday, and I can't find my appointment card, so I don't know what time my appointments are. So I've been searching around the house here. So I don't know if you guys remember that I had my thermometer out by the dog run, and we had all that freezing rain, and the ice got in the coils and froze it at 30 degrees. So we brought it in, we thawed it out. Boy, she's loud. I think she knows every time I get on the camera, and she's got to just be annoying. We brought it in, we thawed it out, and I put it in a better place where I think it's going to work. But the first zip tie, it's 9 below outside right now, I think. So I'm going to wait a few minutes and see what the thermometer says. But the first zip tie broke from the cold outside. So I got a bigger one from the bottom. And it should get a more accurate temperature where it's at. So we'll see. It's constantly going down. It was at 60 degrees. So we'll wait a few minutes and see what it is outside. So here's my Tuesday lunch. I still got some leftovers from Sunday when we did the Monday measures. And I got my tea and a pumpkin smoothie. And there's Mary brushing her teeth. She's going to run away.
It's all good down here.
There's tea there for you.
Okay.
And there's some more of that chicken stuff. We should be done with all this stuff tonight. There's where I put our thermometer. And that should give us a more accurate temperature. It looks like 10 below. And that's what my phone says. 9 below. I'm back from work.
Hi.
So we figured we'd get on here and talk because we wanted to, thank everybody, and we wanted to talk about, our achievements and our blessings and whatnot for 2020. Since 2020 was such an awful year for most people. I mean, I think a lot of good actually came out of it for most people, most people that I talked to. We learned how to do things that we never thought we could do before.
Yeah.
Like survive 7 months without income.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, I made some income, but.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Not much, but.
Yeah. And Heather helped a lot.
Mm-hmm. It's good to have a working sister.
At least she was working. But, yeah, and then we had that one video. I don't know. It's got like.
Costco.
Yeah, 60,000 views, I think.
Yeah, it's got 60,000 views.
Does it have 60,000 views?
Yeah.
I haven't paid attention. But yeah, we went from 200 and some subscribers to 1,600.
Yeah, that was crazy. We were like, I totally didn't expect that to happen for another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Honestly. So that was kind of like,
yeah.
There's a doggy here. She's behind me.
But we, we wanted to thank everybody for joining us. And, a lot of people came from, I don't know, you hear us mention all the time, the Leg Life community.
Mm-hmm.
That, so you want to go check them out. And RZ Roll. And it's kind of like this little community that we have.
And we've noticed some of you from the summers in Alaska too, because Mom wears the sweater every once in a while. I've only worn mine a couple times, but
people are always commenting, is
they're
that
always
a Summers?
Yeah.
Is that the Summers hoodie? And yeah, it is.
Yeah, it just seems that whenever I wear mine, I never film anything, so.
Yeah. And she's got the red one. I like the red one.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get the same color.
I'm one of those people who, this is totally off topic again, but I like to wear very baggy things to like cover up my shape, and those sweaters are kind of like to show off your shape, so I don't wear it that often. It's just personal preference. I do like it, I just don't like people looking at me.
But we love having you all around.
Yeah.
It's been really fun, and I think Mary took video of me answering all the comments, because I like to at least try to comment back on everything that they show me on the YouTube studio, that I've made comments back. So if I haven't made comments, then I know. But if I just go and heart something, then it still pops up as I didn't comment. So. Crazy dogs. They're always trying to get in the action.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what else I wanted to say.
I know, I totally threw us off track. So thanks for joining us, all of the new people, and I hope you like our content. We lost I don't know, it's been kind of fluctuating lately. We've lost a couple, but we've also gained a couple, because we were at 165 and now it's 167.
I don't know.
So thanks for all being here. We really appreciate you guys.
I think it went all the way down to 154 or something.
I try not to pay too much attention to that, because we got a lot of great people who watch us and comment all the time, and we read all of those. And
the good people are going to stay, right?
Yeah, right. So you guys stay here with us. Be our moral support.
Our family.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for the cards.
Yeah, they're behind us, but you can't see them. They're all
way up there.
Yeah, I don't want to drag them all down.
And they'll be up for
a
another month.
We've got a couple more in the mail that are sitting on the counter that we need to put up, and I'm going to just start putting them in between cards. So thanks for all of those if you sent one.
Yeah. What else?
I don't know. Silence. Oh, so many things. Oh, we were going to say something about we're going to go on a trip this year.
Oh, yeah.
At some point, but it's not until way late. It's several months away. So hopefully everything is
we were wondering if
then.
anybody had any plans for 2021.
we weren't expecting anything, but there was a, cruise with the Lake Life community that we wanted to go on.
The Lake Life cruise.
And that was canceled, so we actually had the chance to go. So
to book for the new one.
so we're gonna be going on a cruise, a Disney cruise. And speaking of Disney, I was looking at my past Facebook posts, and we went to Disney. It'll be next week. Time last year.
Yeah.
So we want to try to get some of that footage and put it up. Just like put little bits. This is what we did last year, kind of thing.
I got a lot of clips, probably really short, so I might have to slow them down because that was like in between when I started the channel and then when we actually started consistently putting videos up. So I wasn't that great at figuring it out yet. So we'll have to see how that footage looks. I can't speak.
Yeah, and I mean we were down there for a week, right? Yeah. So, and the whole thing was to go see my ex-husband's mom because her health was poor and she was failing real quick.
Yeah, my grandma.
Yeah, so we wanted to visit her, and it
that
was a
was
good thing
good
we
timing.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, like shortly after we got back into the groove of things, I started school again, and then my uncle calls or he messages and he's like, "Your grandma passed," and I was like, "Oh, that was fast."
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
sad.
And she actually seemed to really
I know she
well
was
when we
great.
were down there.
We went down to Florida. She was buzzing around on her little bike, and she was like, "Woo!" Like she was actually really happy and stuff. So it was good to see her.
And we got to do a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I'm really
and then
glad.
I saw my uncle, and we had fun over there. But we did do a lot of things while we were down there, other than going to Disney. So we only had one day at Disney, and we had YouTubed, which is how we found Leg Life, because we YouTubed all these Disney vloggers, and we were trying to figure out how to do 4 parks in one day, and we did it. We actually
barely.
saw just about everything. Yeah, we just barely ran through Epcot Center to get to the fireworks.
I think they call the different parts of the world's pavilions, or something like that. So we walked through that whole loop, but we did miss a whole other end of there was a whole SeaWorld area of Epcot, and it was dark. So a lot of these places.
Well, a lot of the things were closed when we got there,
and we saw all the major things that we wanted to see in each of the parks for the time being. But I was like, one day I do want to do one day in each park, kind of spend the whole day there and do whatever and eat all the snacks.
Yeah,
we'll figure that out one day.
Maybe next year.
Oh, really? That'd be great. I mean, if I start working, I gotta start putting some money into some Disney funds.
Yeah. Well, and that was the whole deal. We had talked about not doing Christmas and saving money, because the money that we put into Christmas is enough to go on a, nice vacation. Because we used to put a lot of money into Christmas. Now this year, I think I spent $15 on each kid, and that was it.
Yeah, she had some leftover gift cards from previous trips, and those had
we
money
used
on them.
those.
Yeah, so she gave each of those. She just found these magical gift cards, and she was like, "Happy Christmas!" I was like, I was not expecting a single thing. But that's kind of cool to find.
Yeah. So they all got gift cards that I've been saving.
Yeah, and of course we got gifts from my dad who lives in Michigan and my big sister Faye.
They got presents from other people.
Yeah, so we got some presents from those people. I knew those were coming, so I was like that's cool. I mean, we don't need presents to make a Christmas, but it's nice that people are thinking about you and they send you stuff.
Yeah. Yep. So I hope your 2021 got started off to a good start, and everybody's doing great, and you're all healthy, and I don't know about these COVID vaccines. I told these guys they should wait. I don't know, the cruise, the way it sounds is a lot of things that are going to open up throughout the year might require a certificate of vaccination. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I found out I was eligible because as a licensed massage therapist, because the state licenses us, we were eligible last week because we work directly with patients. So
I don't see the harm in
I'll
it.
probably go get it.
As long as you're not allergic to anything specific.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm kind of worried because the Pfizer is in an egg mixture, and that's why the people were having a hard time with it to begin with. And the first 2 flu shots I got were when they first came out, and I got really deathly ill. And I don't have an issue with eggs, but you
wonder if that's part of it.
I wonder if that's part of it, just the way that they store things. I don't know.
I mean, they're coming out with several more versions, and they're already talking about it. So
Yeah.
if you're not planning on going
maybe I'll
out
wait another
anywhere,
week or
you can
two.
wait. Yeah.
I mean, there's no rush. I actually think I might have had it
You never
in
know.
February. Yeah, you never know. Because the more I talk to people, there was some kind of pneumonia going around at the beginning of the year.
She went to the doctor once, she was in immense pain and stuff, and she couldn't walk or barely sit up and breathe, and she said it was like pneumonia on steroids. And then she went to the doctor, and he said, oh, there's like a community pneumonia going around. Well, like weeks later, when COVID became an issue, you find out that it's like pneumonia symptoms. So you wonder if at the time they just didn't know that it was COVID yet, because it hadn't made its way here. So I don't know. I don't want to
I don't want to take my chances
Yeah.
if it wasn't COVID and I had pneumonia that bad, and I haven't been able to breathe right since.
Exactly.
The doctor ordered some pulmonary tests, and I haven't been able to get them. Just stay away from the COVID stuff.
Yeah. Take care of your lungs.
Yeah. But we're going to go look for some ice sculptures. Because I know at least 2 in town. Was there one up by UAF?
They might have
By
been.
the
They
sign?
usually
I
have
know
little
there's a
bear
lit up
there.
snowman, a lit up snowman up
Oh
there.
yeah, maybe it was last year they had a bear.
It was last year they had a
They
bear.
kind of start going up around this time of year because it's
Mm-hmm.
the coldest part of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, and they didn't have the Christmas and ice, so otherwise we would have went to that. They canceled that this year, and I'm pretty sure they're going to have the ice competitions. They had them last year, and they had very few people because that's when the COVID stuff was starting.
Yeah, like February, March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it usually starts the beginning of February and runs through the middle of March. So we'll see. We'll see if we can find some ice sculptures. I know where 2 of them are, and I had talked to the woman that does the one, Heather Bryce. She's one of the ice sculptors in town. She does. Her and her husband do all the sculptures for the ice museum up at Chena Hot Springs. So
Yeah, those are cool.
yeah, so
If you ever go to see those, and they make these like martini glasses out of ice, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I think we've got a video of that too, right? Yeah, I know we do.
Yeah, you and Heather, you went on a date to Chena Hot Springs, and I just chilled with the dogs all day because I was like, why don't you just take Heather and have a Heather Mom Day? So,
Yeah.
so they did that, and
Maybe we can link that one.
Yeah, they had some Appletinis or something in the ice museum.
We can link that one. And, well, we'll go find some ice sculptures.
Yeah, hope you enjoy.
Bye.
Thanks for being here.
So usually there's ice sculptures here, but they put up decorations this year instead.
Negative 14 degrees.
That's what I was waiting for, the temperature. Mary didn't say anything at the last place. This is Design Alaska, and I know that Heather did this one, Heather Bryce. bear. I love the detail. Kind of frosted up. Oh, look at that! It's a nurse angel. Detail in the hair, everything. Very cool. Trying to get Mary in the picture. So we ran around town and we tried, you know, several places that usually have ice sculptures up. I think probably some people aren't going to do them this year. Like it looks like UAF, they put decorations up there instead of the ice sculptures. And then the Morris Thompson Center, they might not have theirs up yet. They might still put one up. They usually do some kind of a winter festival tree lighting thing, but they didn't do that this year. And that's when they put the ice thing up. But I don't know. You know, I know they've got limited hours, but that's a place that we'll probably have to go and put on video because it's a really cool place. Yeah. I know we've done First Fridays there. I haven't heard anything about this Friday, First Friday. We'll see. But yeah, we only found the few little, well, big sculptures. I think they start with their 3x9 blocks. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask Heather and see what size they use for those. They're like single block sculptures, but they're huge. They weigh tons. You know?
Yeah. Every block is 4,000 pounds.
Every block is 4,000 pounds. Do you know what size they are? No. Okay.
Large.
Very large. Okay. So, yeah, we'll probably just leave you though with those and try to get more. Sorry. You know, COVID. Well, have a good night and we'll see you on Sunday for the next vlog. Bye.